Bonjour mesdames et messieurs, my name is Serge Ramelli. I'm a French photographer from the beautiful city of Paris. And in this video, we're gonna review some of your Instagram photography. All right, so welcome to this review. So first of all, if you want your work to be featured in this episode, which potentially can go to 300,000 people, all you have to do is first follow me on Instagram at @photoserge, and then you just tag your photo with PhotoSerge Review. This way I can access it and I make a selection every week and I talk about it. Some of the good things, some of the bad things. Again, this is only my viewpoint. I've been doing landscape photography for 10, 12 years. I have a certain style and some of you guys like my style, some of you hate it. Anyway, this is my viewpoint. Starting off with manuel trish photography. I took this photo because I'm here right now in Palm Springs trying to get the Milky Way. Trying to get the Milky Way, and I was so sad last night because I went out and I couldn't get it. In Joshua Tree Park, which I did in the past, but anyways, he got it really good here in this photo. I love this, you know, with the light from the beam here lighting the Milky Way. We can see the city behind it. I know how difficult these shots are to get, so very well done to Manuel Dietrich Photography. And also, if you want to follow all these people on Instagram, all the links will be in the description of this video. So all you have to do is, click on the link and follow it on Instagram. Next, I love this photo. This photo is from User Shy 86. Look at the mood. I mean, the colors are like, it's almost a black and white photo, but look at the mood. One of the things the most important for me in photography is the message. I think, and so anything which does not contribute to your message is taken away. Anything that is contributing to your message is really being put there. Look at the mood. We really get this feeling of the hot, humid jungle. And I think that the fact that it's almost black and white with only green just helps the message. Simple composition. And instead of being dispersing, it's a perfect composition. So follow this gentleman, who's there, age 86. Okay, next we have Steph Dioniso. So Steph Dioniso, I think it's an interesting one. He took a foreground element. I always talk about, it's good to have a foreground, middle ground, background. This one kind of only has a foreground and a background, but I thought it was interesting. Honestly, it's a little bit dispersing to me what's happening here on the right. I wish it would be only this and the background, but I kind of like the light. I thought the idea was very unusual, so interesting photo. Next, we have Itrolid. Now, this photo is interesting. I guess this is from Grand Canyon or something like this, some Monument Valley or a national park, beautiful parks in the US. And I like how there is like a foreground, there is a leading line, there is background. The only thing that I find a little sad about this photo is the quality of the light. We have a bit of magenta here, a little homage to my work, thank you so much. But it's not strong enough. I wish it would have been a more crazy sunset at night. Maybe it was not possible. And also, I think there is a little bit too much clarity on this photo overall. I would have added, personally, clarity just maybe on the cactus here in the foreground. And I would have made these clouds a little more puffy. Because, you guys, you got to play around with the contrast of clarity. Very sharpened, very clarited against smooth. You got to play that more in your photo. I think that's one of the things I see very little people playing with that. And I think it's an interesting thing. Okay, next. Oh, look at this. I love this one. Photographic space. I've never managed to take a shot like this. I'm just so impressed at the star trails. All I can say is bravo. Very simple. We have like a beautiful foreground, middle ground, background. The light is crazy because it's star trails. Big well done to photographic space. I love that photo. I wish I would have taken it. Next, Bend at Dato, Cathedral Notre Dame. Now, I want to talk about this photo because I thought, for me, there is two things really wrong with this photo. One is this foreground element is too big, and I think not enough interesting. And I know exactly where he shot that photo. Also, the light is not interesting enough. It's boring daylight. If he would have taken the same photo right by sunset and put his like at f15 or f22 to get like a couple of seconds of exposure to get a very flat water, get the clouds to be a bit more stretchy, a bit more red in the sky, would have been a much more interesting photo because his framing is kind of cool. you know, I have this saying: whatever photo you take in daylight, it will always be better at sunrise or sunset, for that matter. Okay, oh, look at this. Now I'm very jealous because I went. This is taken from the Antelopes in Page, Arizona, and this is the beam of light you get when you do the photographic tour, which was full when I was there. There is only one thing that I love, how you know the rock is red and the beams of light are blue. I just think that he burned a little too much his highlights. I would have done maybe a little bit more bracketing and just get a little bit tiny more details in the highlights. But apart from that, I am very jealous. So Mark Allen, 2518, very well done. Oh, I want to talk about this photo because it's a beautiful, beautiful color contrast photo. You see, the insect is red against green. Red and green are two complementary colors, meaning they are opposite in the wheel of colors, meaning this, you know, they're really distinct from each other. I think, you know, and photography is about composition, and composition is how you put things to help communicate a message. You see how simple that photo is, but it makes it just powerful. And the colors are, there's no sunset, but because this is very red and because this is very green, I find it very, very powerful. Personally, I would have dodged and burned a little bit more around, you know, just made some little brushes of light around in a bouquet to make it even more crazy. Same thing here. I would have done a little bit of more dodge and burn just to make it a slightly more interesting, but very little, very subtle. But honestly, beautiful macro. I know how hard this is to do because I've done a bit of macro. So very well done to Momentoic insect on a green grass. Next we have Gautier Gingka. Okay, Gautier Gingka is this is a casino. I like the long exposure. I like kind of the green, but again, dark blue sky. Now, this same photo taken at the blue hour, meaning maybe a couple of hours earlier, I think would have been more interesting. What happens, guys, is when you shoot at night, the only time I shoot at night is either like crazy, you know, from the top of Dubai or top of Paris where you see all the city lights, or Milky Way. But apart from that, I would advise you to take this photo around the blue hour or the sunset, because the fact of having zero detail in the sky, and the thing is, in the night, it gets so contrasty, the blacks are so black, the whites are so white, that it kind of hurts the eye. And so it's a good composition. I like the long exposure. I would just have taken it a couple of hours earlier, but still an interesting shot. Next we have, oh no, I choose this one. So this is from One Shoe Photography. So I took on purpose this one to, well, of course there is no sunset, you know, the light, but the clouds formation is really interesting. However, if you put a lot of clarity on your sky, what happens is they look very, very unnatural. Clouds don't look like that in real life. And I think it would have been a lot more interesting if you had like puffy cloud against very, very high frequency texture like you have back here. I know it's an effect that, you know, when I started doing HDR, I was like, wow, look at these clouds. They look crazy. It looks like a movie. But it's the problem is that when you do something that's too unnatural on your photo, immediately people go, oh, it's a fully retouched photo. When you can create an effect, and this is hard to get, where the photo has a lot of emotion, incredible light, you know, just wow, but, you know, but it doesn't look like it has been photoshopped or a filter has been put on, your effect is tenfold. When you do an effect that is so visible, people are not going to look at the photo the same way. They're going to look at it as a filtered photo, as a Photoshop photo. So the trick, what I'm trying to do today with my photography is extraordinary, but looking natural. Extraordinary, but looking natural. Very hard. Next. I took again this one because I love the red against the green. I think it lacks a little bit of contrast, and I would have done a little bit of more dodge and burn. But what a simple message. What a powerful message. What a hard photo to get. So very well done to Daniela Gunarid. Voila. So that's all for today, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Photo Search. Tag your photo for search review. And I got a great news for you. If you go to my website and you click on my gear, you will get a special link where you'll get special deals on the full Creative Clouds, and on the Creative Clouds you can get 15% off on the full Creative Clouds. That means everything, or just a Creative Cloud photography, you can get minus 20%. But for this, you have to create an account on my website by signing up. If you don't have one, it's going to tell you to sign up. Basically, let me log out so you see what I mean. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. Log out is here. If I log out from my account, you just can go to the my gear page, and you will see it says sign up to get a special deal on the Creative Cloud. All you have to do is sign up, put in your email address, and boom, you're going to get 15% off of the Creative Clouds and 20% off the Creative Cloud photography. That's just Lightroom and Photoshop. Voilà, mesdames et messieurs, I will see you in another episode. It is crazy. Bonjour and bienvenue, welcome on my website. Do you want to get hundreds of RAW files from all over the place where you can play around with? Do you want to get amazing free Lightroom presets, free brushes, free Photoshop actions? All you have to do is enter your email address. You will receive an email. You can then create an account, and then you can access this free lesson tab. You can choose from over 200 free lessons. Every free lesson is going to have source files for you to download and play around with. It's a great way to learn photography, learn post-processing for nothing. No money, it's all free. It's a gift to you as a member of photoserge.com. So thank you and welcome, and let's do some photos together.